What's up, guys? It is Friday, December 30th. It's 11:41 a.m. and this is the crypto market update. So we're going to start off with the dollar, go to the bond yields, cover the stock market, and then go into Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, XLM, XDC, Quant, and Songbird. All right, so let's start off with the dollar. So the dollar did break down lower today, come back down and retest where it did on December 14th. We're talking 103.5. So now let's go and pull up these bottom indicators and see. All right, so we're seeing the stock RSI getting ready to cross back down, the TSI and the MACD. Let's check the 12-hour chart. 12-hour chart. We got to cross down the stock RSI. We got the blue popping back up, meaning the bears have momentum. We got the 12-hour TSI cross down and MACD cross down. That's all good. Now let's look at the 6-hour chart, because this is what we were really watching as far as if we got above the zero line for the TSI, then we knew we were going to flip bullish. We did not. We got rejected up here. And now we're heading down lower and we're making new lows than this point back over here. So it does seem like we still have that pressure to the downside. That's going to be the key for us. The 6-hour TSI cross above the zero line, that will tell us, all right, the dollar is going to go on a bigger bounce. But for right now, the momentum is down. 4-hour chart, it's showing down. 2-hour chart, still showing down, but there is some signs that we could be kind of crossing up to see some relief here. We did have a gap up here, but it looks like we filled it on that wick. And I would be watching this to know if we're going to go on a bigger bounce to retest back up here again. So a break back above 104, and then we know we're probably going to come back up here and give it another try. But as long as we're below 104, the pressure is pushing it down, which is a good sign for stock market and cryptos. So let's go to the bond yields, and the bond yields were getting rejected or having some trouble. Like we're hanging up at that level we had said we would. It's a matter of if we're going to break above that. So let's look at these indicators down here. The TSI is getting close to crossing above that zero line, which last time it did that, we went on a run. Stock RSI is up in this zone. If we cross down, then we know we're going to have a correction. Let's go to the 12-hour. 12-hour, we had crossed down. If we can get this 12-hour to cross below the 50 line and the TSI to cross down in MACD, then that would look good as far as we're going to come back down. But as long as we're above the 50 line in the stock RSI, the TSI is still going up, the MACD is still green, we will maintain that positive momentum. So we had said, I believe it was 4.05. Yeah, 4 to 4.05 is a must area to get rejected at. So that I'm going to have an alert on, and I will keep you guys updated in the Discord if we break above that. Stock market. We're hanging on by a thread here, but we're hanging on, that's for sure. Let's go to the daily chart. We got this horizontal line here. We keep holding that level. So until we break that level, we're going to bounce back up. That level's 10,687. We see the stock RSI trying to cross up here, but the momentum's not there yet. Let's go to the 12-hour chart. 12-hour chart, we're seeing a MACD flip from red to green, TSI cross and stock RSI cross. That is a good sign. So that's good news. We are seeing a 12-hour buy now signal, which the 12-hour buy now signal, every time we had this corrections and we got the buy now, the correction was over. Then we come back down, correction, buy now, correction was over. Buy warning, buy now, correction was over. So if this candle, if we still have the vertical blue line by the candle close tonight, then the correction is likely over, and we could start off January with a good bounce. And maybe that's the bounce to really get us out of this from this level here that we don't want to break from. Maybe we get a big bounce back up to 11,800, and this is the time where we break above. Looks definitely possible. Now let's go to Bitcoin. Let's go to the daily chart. Actually, let's go to the 12-hour. So 12-hour chart, if we're looking at it, we had said the key level 16,300. We came down to wick right to that. So 16,350. We had said that was a key level because back here, that's where we touched. That's where we touched over here. And also, if we put this Fibonacci retracement, so the Fib retracement's around 16,484. We didn't close a body below it. Look at this. We had the body of the candle close above. We wicked all the way down to fill this gap down here at 16,350. That's where we touched the wick here, wick here, wick here, wick down here. It had a lot of kind of touches at this point. If I go on the daily, you could see it more, or the 3-day. Yeah, the 3-day. So we had the wick come down to here, wick right here. And then this is a very key area, the 16,484 to 16,350. We do not want to close bodies of candles down there because then we'd be breaking lower than this ribbon. And you can see the wick went all the way down to touch the ribbon, touch that support zone and fill this kind of retracement. So now it's like, all right, if we're going to the 12-hour chart, we want to see us close above 16,500. We don't want to have a body of the candle close below 786. And then if it does, we can put this down a little lower and we could come down to 16,000. That is like that last line in the sand. We took this low that we set back here in November all the way to this top that we set in December. And if we do fall lower, 16,000 is that point we need to hold. That would probably coincide with, we have this trend line coming down like this. So it's definitely possible, right? We just keep kind of bouncing on this trend line. So if we do head lower, it's likely we would come down to that 16,000. But that's the point where we need to reverse back up like this. Because if we break down, then it's not looking good. We probably retest these lows down here. And that's a zone we don't want to be in. Now let's go to the weekly chart. Weekly chart, we still got the MACD green. Stock RSI is crossing back down, but we still have 2 days left for this candle. And also the TSI, where are we at with it? It was trying to cross, not yet. It was trying to come up, but we've kind of dipped back down. But if we can have a strong couple of days here, that will cross back up. And we have the ribbon that we've been tracking ready to flip to green, which is a must. We need that to happen, as well as we have this trend line coming down like this. And then this one coming like this. And we're coiling up, man. You can see it. So yeah, that's definitely a must level to hold, that 16,000 for sure. Then let's go to the 4-hour chart and see what's happening on the lower time frames. So if we take this low to this high, we stretch it out. So from this micro move, December 18th to where we're at now, we took this low to this high, we came down, tested the 786 to a T. That's sitting around 16,428. That's the level we need to hold as far as the shorter term trend to know we're going to start popping back up here. Where do we need to break above? We had said 16,850 to 17,000 is a must level to break above. That's what we're watching for Bitcoin. And you want to look on the 6-hour chart to see if we're going to cross up here. We do have a 6-hour prepare to buy soon. The sell now hit this top. It hit this bottom back here. And if we can kind of just hold where we're at right now, it hit this bottom as well. And it does look like we have the potential to do it because we see that the MACD didn't really sell off as much as back here. So we do see some kind of like neutral bullish divergence as far as this low matches with this low, but this has a very deep sell-off to a smaller sell-off. So we are trying to change the trend here. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Actually, let's go to the 9-hour. So 9-hour chart, you can see that we have also a trend line coming down like this. So if we were to break, yeah, that would coincide with us coming down to retest that level that we were saying earlier. And then let's look at this right here. We have a trend line like this coming down. So yeah, getting back above that 16,800 is going to be short term, getting it back above the 16,650. But in the bigger picture of this trend right here, we need to get back above 16,850 to 17,000 so we can retest this trend line back up here, which will probably coincide with like 17,900. Yeah, so if we came up to here, maybe we'd break the trend line on a fake out. We wick up to the 786, come back down, but we're going to have to revisit that moment when it comes. So let's move on let's skip Ethereum. Let's go to XRP. Sitting at 0.3394. So we were saying in the Discord, if you haven't already joined it, link will be in the bio. We're keeping people updated real time with this. We had said, let me actually pull it up. Yeah, so right over here. So it was December 28th. So 2 days ago, Eric was saying about the ribbon flip and how this had a sell now come in and we're riding on this trend line. And we were saying 35 cents flat must hold. Remember, we could see a wick poke through, but candle bodies must close above. They didn't. So 34 cents will come if we break here. We hit 34 cents. And then on the whole macro level, 33 cents is a line in the sand. Bam. What did we do today? We came right down to 33 cents. We've held it. We've held it so far. 35 cents on the micro move, 34 cents on the mid-level move, and 33 cents on the macro move from all the way September to where we're at now. So thank God we did hold that 33 cents, because if we didn't, then it would have gotten ugly. So 33 cents, definitely that line in the sand. Then there she goes. We're keeping people updated, and we had hit that extension level in there. So right here, bam, we broke through. So we kept going to the next one, 34.11. And then, so we're keeping people all updated in there that we've hit those targets of the 33 cents, of the 34. We've already hit it. Now 34 cents was our support before, but now it's our resistance. So we need to get back above 34 cents, then 35 cents. And then we can talk about extension levels. So if I take this high down to this low, and you can see on the 1 hour chart, we're getting this ribbon flip. So when we flip from green to red here, bam, rejection, we went down. Now we've flipped from red to green, came back down. Maybe we had to come back down, hit it at support again around like 0.335, and then we can start to head up again. But ultimately 34.5 cents. It's 34 and a quarter of cents. And then the next level would be like 35 cents or 0.3480, then 0.3530. 0.3571, 0.36. So it's really 0.34, 0.35, 0.36. And then if we can get above 0.36 and a half, then we're looking good to start heading back up to 40 cents. So that's how we're level by level right now. You can see how critical that level that we went to was. Put the horizontal line right here, bam, we retested it. And I actually do like seeing kind of structures like this where we come down, we kind of come back up here, we have a slam back down, because sometimes it gives you that juice to come right back up to there. And that would be 40 cents. That would be a big move. So we're definitely going to be watching that on the 4 hour chart, because you can see the 4 hour chart. We got the buy now back here. Buy now, we got to sell, and now we have the buy warnings here. To get this buy now, we need to see the stock RSI cross up through, and the TSI, the MACD, and then we'll be well on our way to retest those levels. So that's what we're going to be watching. I definitely want to be catching this trade in a FEMEX long on some leverage, like 10x or something, because this would be a huge move if we just start recovering here. We're talking about it's like a 20% move on 10x leverage. That's about 3 times your money. So I definitely want to be catching this. I'm going to be watching this like a hawk, and I'll be keeping up people updated in the Discord when I take action on this, because it's a perfect risk to reward ratio. This is the level we need to hold. You can even see if we zoom out back here, that was the level we tested on the FTX kind of sell off. And that was the level that we tested back here back in May on the Luna sell off. That was the level that we kind of wrestled around with all of the summer. And so key level, and it's a good risk to reward ratio. So if I even take this low up to this high, we can see that 0.3384 was our whole our retracement level to where we needed to hold to go back on a big move. And let's see. So that's what we've been kind of wrestling around with right now. We see that we've had candles close below it, but right now we're above it, but we're on the 30-minute chart. So we need a higher candle, a higher time frame to look at the candles to see if they're closing the bodies above. And on the 12-hour chart, we are doing that. So 12-hour chart is going to be definitely key for us. And watching the Heikin-Ashi candles, if this flips from red to green on the 12-hour, then we know we're going to start heading back up here. If it maintains red, then we're in trouble. But join the Discord. I'll keep people updated in there real time. XLM. 1 day chart. 1 day chart. Yep. Wow. So XLM had a deep pull down. Now we're seeing a lot of wicks and a lot of buy warnings. XLM's extremely oversold. Let's go on the 12-hour chart, get a closer look. We are holding this ribbon. We can't break below that. That's around like 0.071. It does look like XLM is going to pull up here. We're seeing some momentum. Stock RSI cross up, TSI cross up, MACD getting a dark green coming back in. And let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hour, it does look like we're gaining some steam here. So might be time to start eyeing some longs. And so I think I'm going to put a 10x. Now I'm going to put a 7x long on XRP on FEMEX, and I'm going to put a 10x long on Stellar for sure. And then I'm going to target up here. So I'm going to take this high down to this low, and we could target 0.0744. And we're breaking above this fib right now. So let's put this to this. So a 10x long would be a 30% move. 30% move, but I do think I'm going to hold it longer because we're like at the depths of the bear market here. This could be the bottom. And if you get a Femex long in at the bottom and you ride this baby back up, we're talking big numbers. So I'm definitely going to be more kind of patient with this move. I'm not going to do short-term stuff. I'll probably put a bigger move in, lower leverage to ride it out. So yeah, so XLM 5-day chart, we have the buy warnings, and we want to see a cross up here on the stock RSI, the MACD, TSI. That's when we'll know it's game time. 1 week chart. 1 week chart's got the buy warnings. Let's go to the 2 week chart. 2 week chart, we keep riding this ribbon down. If we broke below this ribbon, that'd be not good, but we're riding the top of it. So we're really trying to change the trend. As you can see back here, when we got above and we ride the top of it, then we can start to turn back over. So this is a good sign. Really, we could look at this 2 week chart, put this trend line down, and if we break above that trend line, then we're likely going to come up and retest like 10 cents. So that's a big move. So yeah, you could look at the higher time frames of that and just see that breaking this trend line around, like, if I zoom in now, 3-day chart, it's around like 8 cents. If we break above that, then it's likely, all right, we're ready to start popping back up here to 10 cents, maybe even 11 cents. And then that's a key resistance now because it was a key support. So if we put this horizontal line there, you can see how much of a key support that was all in May. Support. We broke it. Usually when we break a key support, we have to come back up to retest it as resistance. So that is what I'm watching. And then we can pull this kind of down a little bit because that looks like a fake out move. And that, yeah, so if we can break back above 0.077, it'll look pretty good. And then if this is the bottom here and we start popping back up, that's a good 44% move on 10x leverage. That's around like 5x. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to want to be catching that. So get in the Discord. I'll keep you updated in there about those moves. Now let's go to XDC. XDC right now, critical moment. We're right at the bottom of this ribbon. It does look like we're gonna get the 1 day sell now. So maybe it's the time to start thinking about converting back into XRP because it does look like we're going to break this ribbon down, and it does seem stock RSI crossing down, TSI, MACD, and then we're right sitting on this 50 line for the RSI. So this is definitely a time to start looking at the pair-to-pair signals channel in the Discord to see if you see a 1 day sell now for XDC and XRP. Let's actually take a look real quick. We have the sell warning right now, but if XRP just maintains where it's at or has a nice pump, it being at like such a key level for a pump to happen and XDC kind of showing some momentum downwards, it does seem like maybe it might be the time to start putting some back into XRP. We can see that if we did that, we entered in back over here. So we did our first one December 13th. We're up 30% against XRP. And then I think we did another one around like December 18th. So that's another up 13% against XRP. So, I mean, that's a good profit. You can secure it right now and get back in XRP at such a low level. So what I'm doing is I'm going to watch for this 1 day sell now in the Discord. I will let you guys know as soon as we get that. I'll do at everybody so you get a notification because I want to see us convert back into XRP and not get sideswiped here. I do have, and I did send an update as far as what it could play out to be. Let's look at it. Yeah, right here. So this is what we were saying. This is XCC to XRP. We had this flag pull up, kind of like a bear flag, bull flag down. And we did the scenarios. We could have broken out here, went up, come back down, then break up, or come down here and then break down. So let's see where we're at with that. So it looks like we actually broke up out through it, but now we're coming back down. So it still has some time to play out here. Let's see. So yeah, that's how we were tracking it. Then we had said, all right, we could pull down to here too. Yeah, so it does seem like we might come down to retest this channel down here. And then maybe at that point is when we curl back up. Yeah, because if we break down from this low to this high, our move is down to 0.07, which perfectly coinciding with this trend line coming down. Then it's likely that, all right, at this point, we can then start turn it back around for XCC, because usually when you see like something like this, it'll fake out like that, come back down, and then ultimately, if it's bullish, it will then come back up like that. I've noticed that pattern play out a lot. So that's what we need to watch in the Discord. So go down to the pair-to-pair signals here, the swing trades, and watch out for the XDC XRP one day. And I'll be watching, and I'll notify everybody about that too. But XLM showing strength. XLM against Avalanche 2-day buy now. XLM against Quant buy now. XLM against Casper buy now. So XLM is looking like it's ready to gear back up. All right, so I think that's going to be it. So that's it for this market update, guys. Any questions you have, let me know in the Discord. Come join. Just ask me any questions, anything you want me to look at, I will do it. Happy Friday. And if I don't talk to you guys, Happy New Year's. 2023 is our year. I'm ready for it. I hope you are too. So I'll see you in the Discord. Say what up. I'll say what up too. And I'll see you in the next one.